Hey guys, this is Andrew for TrendLineses.com. So for those who don't know me yet, I've been working as a professional trader for the past 6 years in Hong Kong, and right now I'm doing YouTube videos where I mostly talk about technical analysis, which is a set of tools that I use every day to build up my scenarios and to set up my trades. So if you guys want to know about how this is working and to learn how to do it yourself, you are in the right place. So today I want to make an update on Gamestop. Let's get into it. So I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but there are a lot of things to say. So I'm going to keep it organized, and let's start with analyzing the different indicators we're having and see what kind of signals they are giving us. Then we're going to build up the different scenarios using ELLIOTT wave theory, and then we're going to try to choose which scenario is most likely to happen. We start as usual on the 4 hour time frame. So forget about the drawings. Just focus on the moving averages. 200, 50, 20. What do you see? All right, I'm going to help you guys. What you see is that the 200 period moving average, which is the most important one, is lower. It is not tested. So it doesn't have any strong information. Once again, this is the most important one. It's not giving us any signal here. We're having the 20 that is here giving us some support, and it just has been broken on the 4 hours time frame. Broken, confirmed. So what we saw on the last hours of trading of Wednesday, yes, I'm in Asia, that's why I'm just thinking about is it Wednesday or Thursday, but whatever. So on Wednesday session in the US is actually bearish, just on the short term. First information, but it's obtained using the 20 period moving average, which is not that, you cannot trust this, 100%. So you go back on the daily and you do the same thing, guys, the exact same thing I've just done. You look at the moving averages, and once again, the 200 period moving average is really far away at 50. So it will not give us any good signal. And we're having the price action contained between the 20 and the 50. So the 50 is acting as support. You can see here, tested, but right away we came back. Tested, we closed above, guys. We closed above. We closed on this one at 140.99. So it is, but you can see it's visual, it is above the 50 period moving average. So the price action is contained here. So we are having, and they're gonna converge very soon, guys. So we're having something like this, and the price might do something like this. So this is one scenario, but once again, I don't build my scenarios using moving averages. I just use them to see if we are bullish or bearish. Right now, I'm done with the moving averages. The only information I have is that it looks bearish on the short term, but the information is obtained using a moving average that is definitely not the best. So it's kind of an information to use, but you need to discount it maybe a little bit. Then, second thing that we're using, guys, you know what I'm gonna do because I always do it. It's trend lines, guys. I love trend lines. Trend lines are giving me really good signals. They usually, breakout signals, like you break it, you retest it, you can buy the breakout, put a stop loss right below. For a day trader like me, it is very clear and nice signals to use to make money. So what do we have here? You can do trend lines everywhere. You just need to connect highs and lows. Here, I'm wondering if this ABC, like WXY, because W and Y contain ABC. So once again, for those who want to know more about ELLIOTT, just click on the link in the description of this video, and you're gonna access the member zone, where for now I only put one training about ELLIOTT, but I'm gonna put many more very soon. And I explain everything, guys, about how ELLIOTT wave counting is working, the different rules that you need to apply to have a valid counting, and what information this can bring you. And trust me, it can bring you a lot of information if you know how to use it, but you need to practice. So here, my ABC that is here might be finished. So if it is finished, we're gonna have a breakout. Ultimately, at the end of any wave, we see a breakout, and the breakout is very easy to identify, but sometimes it's gonna be a fake breakout, you know, that's true. But here, do we have a breakout, guys, on the 4 hours time frame? Do we have a breakout? I'm asking you. I told you in the video I did a few days ago, I told you guys that we're looking, you know, to break the level around, you know, 165, and that we're having the 175 horizontal trend line that is, you know, once again obtained like here, here, you know, many clean reactions. All right, those are not clean, but this, and this is very clean. And the 175 level, and here you can see we got rejected, guys, at 175. It's not a surprise, it's a pivot point, guys. It's a level, it's like a moving average that is stable. If we are above, it's good. If we are below, it's not good. Right now we are below, so what you guys are looking for is a breakout of this level. But before that, we're gonna have a breakout of this. This signal to me is actually better because I believe the market is developing in waves. So I'm looking for a signal of completion of a wave, and I'm gonna have the signal when we break this. So here we had, this is not a breakout, all right? This is not a fake breakout because there is no breakout here. This was, the price action was trying to break out, but ultimately we closed below. And of course, we didn't confirm something that didn't happen because it didn't even happen in the first place. So right now we're trading below, guys. So here we are below the moving average, but actually what we want to see is something like this, all right? This is what we're looking for. This is breakout here, and then we're gonna be bullish. But we're not having this yet. And my conclusion about trend lines is that we are bearish on the short term because the price action is trading below this. So once again, guys, this can shift very soon. In 2 candles, the shift can occur. And I've just shown you how it would work. It would be like this: breakout, retest. So don't panic. If you see a breakout, you can still buy the retest. 90% of the time, a retest occurs. 10% of the time, there is no retest. So keep this in mind. So I'm done with moving averages. I'm done with trend lines. I'm going to try to look for divergences. Like you guys probably saw, if you like AMC as well, that we have beautiful divergences on AMC. Let's see if we're having the same on Gamestop, because the price action is actually, you know, very correlated. So I go on a daily time frame and I check. So a hidden divergence was here on AMC. We were making higher lows, but the MACD was going lower. Is the MACD going lower here? It's going from here to here. No, it's going higher. So we don't have any divergence on the long term, which doesn't mean that we are not bullish. It just means that this signal is not given. So we are looking for other signals. But here, it's not bearish as well. It's neutral, all right? No divergence. That's it. Then on the 4 hours time frame, we had a divergence. So let me very quickly remind you guys what are divergences. All right, so a bullish divergence, we're looking for this. We're having both of them on AMC. Price action making higher lows, momentum indicator making lower lows. So this is, for example, the MACD, and this is your price. And a regular divergence is the price action going lower and the MACD making higher lows. So this means that the momentum is actually an early signal of the price action reversal, because we're making lower lows but with less power. And this means that despite the very strong bearish momentum that we have in the market with the MACD going lower, the price action is holding and making a higher low. So both of this information are bullish divergences. So we don't have it on the daily. Now let's go on the 4 hours time frame and let's see, we're having one on AMC. Here we have a regular divergence. So we have the price action going lower like this, and the MACD going higher. So do we have it here? 26th of March. 26th of March, and this is 13th of April. We don't have it. Let's be honest, we don't have it. Price action going lower, MACD going lower, no divergence. So for now, moving averages, bearish on the short term. Trend lines, bearish on the short term, no divergence, so neutral. So we are having either WXY. So the Y cannot go here. You understand, guys? The Y needs to go at least as low as the X. So if the WXY correction is in place, we're going to go to 110. So this is one of the scenarios. Or we're not having a WXY. We had an ABC and we are doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is possible as well. But for that, we need to break out here. I'm kind of neutral, you know, because let's see a bit the news. So the news is, for example, GameStop shares soar after CEO departure. News: Roaring Kitty doubles stake. So I'm not going to go through this here, but basically they changed the CEO. You guys probably know about that. And the retail investors are still believing very strongly in this stock, and they believe that the business model is going to change and that GameStop earnings are going to go better, and that basically this is a stock that is going to go higher. So this is bullish, and let me show you something else. So this is, more about the flows. All right, guys, so I do technical analysis to spot the momentum and to spot if there is any information in the price action direction. And I use the news and open interest on the option market. I'm an option trader, to actually find information about the flows. And I use both of information. And here, guys, you've probably seen me doing this already. I take all the open interest on the call options that I found on Yahoo Finance. I take all of them. I compute their delta, all right, using this formula that is here, So the delta is a formula like this. So it's very kind of technical, but, I've done it. So right now I can update it very quickly. And I compute basically the total exposure that we're having on every strike. And then I compute the synthetic short interest that we're having on GameStop. And I can make some scenarios to find if there is a lot of move in this synthetic short interest when GameStop goes higher. And the first thing you can do, guys, is that I compute the total number of shares that we're having if all the call were in the money. And I have 17 million of shares that are concentrated, as you can see, guys, in this column. So on the 800 strike, 690, and this number is actually growing, guys, and it's huge. And despite the expiry is coming, it is at least stable. So, and if GameStop goes to 200, you can see that this is growing. So we're having as many as 17 million shares equivalent, and they're concentrated around those strikes, 200, 700, and 100. And guys, it's really a lot. So this is telling me that the option market is still very active. The volatility is, by the way, still very high on those options, and it's around 200% on the 800 strikes. So it's a lot. So this is telling me that, the bullish momentum is still here. So to conclude, here I'm neutral. I'm having, some bearish information coming from my technical analysis that are telling me that probably like the WXY correction is on the table. So I don't know if we're going to do this or if we're going to break out on the upside this trend line. And actually the gamma is going to kick in. All the synthetic short is going to, make the market makers buying and hedge funds buying more shares when GameStop is going to trade higher. And if we break those levels here, definitely there's going to be some momentum coming in. The MACD on the daily time frame, is still very negative for now. So, I'm neutral and I'm waiting to see what is happening in the coming days. So that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to click on the sub, like, and bell button, so you're going to be the first to know when I upload anything new. And stay close to shore. See you guys.